Hello there, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of December 2nd through December 8th. As I'm shuffling the cards, let me remind you all that I do offer private readings either via Skype or via telephone. If any of these questions that I have, or excuse me, any of these cards that I have come up bring up any questions for you that you would like to look into more deeply, or if you have something just in general that you need more clarity on in your life, I would be honored to be your reader. All you have to do to schedule a reading with me is just contact me with the contact information on the website at the bottom of the screen. I generally can do readings for you either the same day you get a hold of me or the day after. Normally, I don't believe in big long waiting periods unless I absolutely have to, but usually I can get to you guys really quickly. All right, cards for you, Taurus. On Monday, the card that we have coming up is technically labeled the Death card. I like to call it the Transition card. This just talks about some big changes that you're making in your perspective, which will change the way you interact in the world around you. So, big changes going on. And this can be in any area of your life. For different ones of you, it's going to be in different areas. But big changes in your perspective and how you want to handle the things around you. Now, Tuesday, you have the Prince of Cups showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that on Tuesday you may be feeling a little pessimistic about either a relationship that you're in or a relationship, romantic relationships in general, or just about people in general. Wednesday, we do have the Queen of Cups showing up in reverse for you, Taurus. This just tells me that somebody's kind of pushed the last button. They've put the last straw on the camel's back. I think you're going to have an explosive outbreak. I don't know if that's the exact word. But you are going to be rather explosively letting somebody know how you feel. And I think this is going to be kind of a residual thing that's been building up for a while, too. I don't think that this is going to be like a one-time thing happens and sets you off. I think you've been trying to be okay with something that's been going on for a while, and finally you're at a point that you just can't even pretend it's okay anymore. And so once the dam breaks, all the water flows out. Okay? So this is a very emotional expression of feelings showing up for you on Wednesday, Taurus. On Thursday, we do have the Queen of Swords. Remember the Karate Kid? Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. What Spirit is putting into my mind to hear as I look at this Queen of Cups in reverse from Wednesday and the Queen of Swords on Thursday is mask on, mask off, mask off. So mask was off when you were having the fit. You were letting somebody know how you truly felt. Queen of Swords, your mask is back on. Okay, I've got my stuff together now. I can face life. I can pretend whatever I need to get through. Everything's fine. I've got this. This is not the kind of I got this that I'm happy to tell you about, to be honest. This is more of a, okay, I'm not going to lose my cool now. I got myself under control. I'll be fine. I won't cause any problems. That type of I got this. I feel like there is major suppression of emotions still going on for those of you who this applies to on Thursday, which tells me, you know, I'm a reader. I read between the lines. That's part of what I do. Telling me not to read between the lines would be like telling me not to breathe. So I am reading between the lines on these two cards. Here we've got a Queen of Cups where you have emotionally expressed something that has been bothering you for a long time, and you're probably technically overreacting to whatever this one thing is, this final thing, but it's not an overreaction to all the residual. Okay? Now, here we see you the next day. Okay, I can suppress my emotions. I got this. I'm not going to cause any problems again. I'm not going to make waves again. What do you think happened between these two cards? You had this, for lack of a better short word, fit. You had this big fit because things were not going the way you felt like they should. in any way, shape, or form. So your emotions came pouring out. Somebody did not handle that very well. They didn't react very well. They didn't empathize with your emotions at all. They probably told you, you have no right to feel this way in so many words. And so the problem has not been solved that you were talking about here in this card. There's no problem solution here. So now what has to happen for you to keep the peace the next day is you have to put that mask back on. Okay, everything's fine. I don't know what I was thinking yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with me. Everything's fine today. Okay? So when I say you're in that mode of I got this is not the kind of I got this that I'm happy for you about. This is the kind of I got this where you're suppressing emotions just to keep the peace. Just to keep the peace. See how she's holding on to that sword? Swords talk about truth. She's actually holding on to the blade. She's trying to keep her truth from cutting somebody else. But her truth is actually cutting her, as she's trying to protect other people from how she feels. This is not talking to me about a healthy situation. Okay? That's Thursday. Friday. King of Pentacles. This is somebody that you're interacting with. This time we're not looking at you here. Isn't it ironic? The first Pentacles court card that comes up and we're not looking at Taurus. King of Pentacles on Friday. This is somebody you're interacting with. This is a boss or somebody who has influence or say-so over your life. I feel like this person has a lot to offer you, but everything sort of comes with strings attached. And I think when you're interacting with them on Friday, you're feeling very aware of the strings that are attached. Now, Saturday. King of Wands showing up in reverse. Is this someone they're interacting with, or is this them? Taurus, this is you. This is you. This is a rough week. I've only done 2 videos, and it was a rough week for Aries. It's a rough week for you guys. I hope these videos get better as we go along. Saturday, King of Wands in reverse. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling blue. Kind of not hard to figure out why. You got some dude trying to be nice to you, but only with strings attached. You've got to wear a mask and pretend that everything is fine when really everything is not. And you've already had an emotional outburst that now you have to pretend like wasn't justified even though it was. Who wouldn't be depressed by the time we get to Saturday? You're feeling pretty low and pretty blue. Okay, Sunday, we finally have a good card. You have something to celebrate on Sunday, thank goodness. And you're celebrating with friends. You're not celebrating by yourself. You're celebrating with friends. Okay? So there's a lot going on this week. A lot going on this week. I'm sorry that I couldn't tell you more of it that is happier, but please remember what I'm telling you is just, one part of each day. It's not like the whole theme of the whole day. So you could have an excellent week and hear some really jacked up stuff in one of these forecasts. That's quite feasible or possible, so please remember that. Also, please remember that if you hear something here that you really don't like, then you have free will. You do have the power to head that off. And especially when you've already got the heads up, if you notice that energy coming in, you have the power to turn that around. Turn that around with your thinking. Turn that around with your own free will. Okay? So anyway, if any of you would like to have a reading during the week, I would be honored to be your reader. And I look forward to seeing some of you this week. The rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.